Hello, hello, hello. I forgot to tweet out the stream. Hello. How are we all doing today? Hope we're all doing well. Insanity 2 days in a row because we're finishing the silage today. And I figured that deserved a stream. I figured we were close enough to the end of the silage because we only need to make literally 3 bales. Or wrap 3 bales. You can see that I've got the equipment already in the field. All ready to go. How is Dave? Dave is good. Dave is good. He forgot to upload today's video though, which is why this yesterday's stream went live as a video instead of me having a video at 6 o'clock this morning. I forgot a lot of things yesterday apparently, and I'm sorry for that, but that happens sometimes. Hello, Henry. Stu on Van, Louis, Adam, and TMCC. It happens sometimes that I just straight up forget to upload videos. It's rare, but it does happen. So the plan here... This is a potentially really dumb plan, and I don't know if it's going to work. But the plan here is to give the cows these 3 silage bales in the hopes that they don't die. Evening, BulletBill. What are the textures I have in the game? They're all base game textures, but, like, I don't have any texture mods. I should point that out. What you're looking for is reshade. Which, by the way, I never said it to you yesterday, Bill, but oh my god, that Lono trailer that you did. I am so angry that you can do that with Windows Movie Maker, and I struggle to make something that looks even vaguely good in a professional grade program. Before I was in debt, but I've not bought up a wrapper that can pick up the bales. I designed this challenge around being difficult, TMCC, and part of the design of it was that I had a wrapper that couldn't pick up bales. You like simple. Yeah, it just annoys me that, like, there's so many people who are better at making videos than me. Because I struggle with Premiere times to just, like, get things looking nice. I did notice, however, that you're using reshade now. Like, that is something that you notice when you use reshade. Oh, that's reshade. Are you gonna want to... There we go. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. For those of you that didn't see, BulletBill put out a... I think the first of what might be a few, look, judging by the title, trailer for Lonoc yesterday. And it is seriously good looking. Reshade kills FPS. That is a thing. Don't put myself down making videos. I'm not putting myself down on making videos. I'm saying, like, I know for a fact that my video quality isn't great because I just don't have the... This isn't going well, is it? Right. Right. So, what? Oh no, I'm not able to steer. I have an idea. Instead of using this to feed the cattle, right, that's gonna have to stay there because it's literally stuck. Maybe hook it up the other way. I don't think hooking it up in a different direction would actually help. What will help, however, is the little plan I have. Right, you're good. You're good. I have a plan. Okay, you can get closer than 20 meters away. I don't have a restraining on you. I don't have a restraining on you. I don't have a restraining order against you. Why are you so slow? I'll just get this up to the yard because I need to grab the trailer anyway. So, what's up? I'm having to get around problems that I've created for myself. It's fine. So we have actually made the last of the silage now. That much I will say 100% has happened. The problem is I can't move it to the cows with the feed mixer. This is something I didn't expect to happen. So what I'm gonna have to do instead is get a mini convoy going with 2 trailers, because I do need to give the animals water as well. So my plan now is painful. My plan now is to just wait for that to come up here, and then I'll turn off field work plan, maybe third one showing you some of the other areas. Yeah, I mean, one of my favorite areas is the little, I don't want to call it a shed, the little hut by the lake. Especially since it got the little fireplace thingy, because that just is so pretty. Where did I put the trailer? Could always edit the weight in the XML. I could, but that would be cheating. I don't know how to fast forward fast 120 times. Get creator tools or game extension or something like that. Hey, Shadowbox. Okay, good. So... Oh, I actually need the Massey for this. Spammy's fishing lake cabin in real life. Yeah, I saw the real life pictures. Like, what makes it for me really is the fact that the fireplace has a that lovely fire sound that you can hear from outside. Right, you're good to go there. I need you. You can only do grass bale silage. Yeah, you're only allowed to do baled silage, is, I think, what the rule says. So, there is technically a loophole there where you can make corn silage. Because I do know that you can make corn silage with the LT Master from the mod contest. Okay, so you're good to go there. Now we need the third part of our little puzzle. It was extra frustrated you. It did the same to me last night, where I ended up having to do a 3-hour flight, which I did time compress. Because, oh my god, no. I ended up having to do it like 4 times. First time I crashed on landing, and as it turned out, this is the video for tomorrow, by the way. It's an hour-long video, and it took actually slightly longer than that to record. The first time I crashed on landing, the second time the game crashed, the third time I think the game crashed again, and then the fourth time I actually finally made the flight work. And I was really furious because, as it turned out, where I'd crashed was about 20 meters, if not less, from the runway. Like, of all the places in flight sim you can crash, the end of the runway is probably the worst. It was one of those... Why are you not moving, by the way? It was one of those... Oh, you hit a wall. One of those, like, little bushes that Flight Sim inexplicably decides are completely solid. Then in real life, the wing would just whip the bush apart. But no, it was Flight Sim, so completely solid, so I died by hitting the wing off a bush. Oh, I was so angry. I was so angry it actually took me 4 hours to get back into Flight Sim. And the final flight... Because the crash was caused by, inexplicably, the spacebar just making my character ascend into the heavens. Well, yeah, yours wasn't Flight Sim's fault, at least. But the crash was caused... Sometimes my spacebar does weird things and just makes the pilot ascend. And yeah, that happened, and it crashed the game. Can you tell us the mods coming out for FS19? Night Life, nobody knows anything about FS19 yet. All we know is what Giants have actually published. Either on Discord or, oops, their own Facebook and Instagram feeds and through YouTubers and press releases and whatnot. That's literally everything we know about FS19. Is it coming out fair? What? Like, we know the release date is going to be sometime in the autumn. We know that it is a game. We know that there will be farming. Was it the Welcome to Wales sign that I just whopped? By the way, I've never tested this trailer I'm using. I've been assured that it works. Is it coming out this year? Yes! It's coming out this autumn. So sometime between September and November, most likely. And John Deere. There's a billion, trillion different rumors about what else is going to be in there, and none of them are confirmed. Even the stuff that's not in isn't 100% confirmed in my books yet. Come on, four-wheel drive. Question, would the load-all in real life have four-wheel drive always on? Okay, this trailer works. I can use this trailer. Good. This, however, does... This has four-wheel drive and diff locks for some reason. This is a two-wheel drive tractor. Realism is key, that's why you just dump your silage on the side of the field. I really need to fix my front USB ports because it's getting annoying that I'm still using mouse when I could... I've got a perfectly good like joystick sat under my desk right now, which I use for Flight Sim. You have a feeling class is in it. Class... All we know about class is Lizartan has said there is no license yet. Or right now, there's something to that effect. Like, a really kind of non-answery answer about class where it's like, there is no current license for class. Which doesn't say there's no license. Or it says, like, there's no license right now, I think is what the implication was. Which could mean there's no license to talk about. Like with the John Deere license immediately before that announcement. It could mean there's no license at all. It could mean there is a license agreed upon, but again, it can't be talked about, and it's not going to be in the game immediately, it's going to be a DLC sometime down the road. Didn't class leak? No, that was on one of the weird websites that have, like, weird farm sim news. What joystick do I use? I use a Thrustmaster T-Flight HOTAS X. It's quite good. It's quite cheap and quite good. Decent enough HOTAS joystick. Right, now we got to do a mini convoy. Because we got 2 convoys we need to do right now. The first is this one. Where this is still technically unloading. Stop. You can also stop mixing. Now I need you to follow the load all. And yeah, I'm with BulletBill. Literally anything by Ago is just scripts. It's just... I've got nothing against Ago, but good lord man, calm down with the scripts. Fear not, by the way, because I do have a plan of what that tractor's about to be doing. Just keep looking at camera equipment. I'd love to get myself a really nice like DSLR camera, but I don't have the money for it, and I'm not gonna just waste money on a DSLR when there's so much I could buy that I'd actually use on a daily basis. Frankie Dettori won the World Cup. Awesome. I thought that didn't end for like another year or so. What was Frankie Dettori doing in the World Cup anyway? Hello, Llama King. Gold Cup. Is that like the World Cup but for like short Italian men? Hello, Sam All Stars. Right, you are gonna put this down somewhere. Preferably somewhere useful. Like there will do. It's like a silver cup, but better. I wouldn't want any of Silver's cups. It's on Fox. Oh, so is it NASCAR? I heard NASCAR's on Fox. Is it NASCAR for short Italian men? I do love Stream Deck. I can now put sound effects in the streams. Oh dear. I passed on the bus once. The in-game Deutz. What is it? The Agrostar? Yeah, the Agrostar 661. I saw one of those on like the back of a truck and I got really excited on the bus. I was kind of bouncing up and down the seat out of excitement. But trying not to, like, be too enthusiastic because it was a bus. I was just like, I look like an idiot and I know this, but I'm really excited at the same time. So I want this to be on field work mode, which it is not. Field 6, yes. Current vehicle position, sure. Yeah, we'll return to the first waypoint. We'll do 6 headlands before in the hopes that this might actually work. Or 6 headlands after, yet the first waypoint is there. Okay, go from the first waypoint. Does this... Okay, let's try fertilize and seeding. Wrong tool for this mode. Let's just try... transfer? Continue. Oh my god, this works! Kind of badly, but it works. Drive the course. Continue. Why are you struggling so much? Let's do it at a good speed. There we go. Haha, it works. I am a genius. Let's get over to the cows and try and help them not die. So, you can, as it turns out, courseplay the graze roller, even though it doesn't work with courseplay. Which is fun. Hello, Alfie. That shouldn't work. Ever. Is the deer gonna get stuck there? No, it's not. Fantastic. So now we're on a slightly faster than normal animal duty, because basically we just need to give them water. I'm not going to do the full map tour with the full tour of the map with the load all today, because I do want to get onto spraying as well. I kind of wish I had a second roller, because we might need to do some load all work. Let's see if this works. Oh my god, it works. Yes! Thank you, Landy Kid. Simon Erickson, thank you very much for subscribing. Welcome to the RainbowDave Madhouse. Hope you enjoy your stay. Could you guys be really nice and let me know if you just got an ad, by the way? Because apparently the button works, but I'm not entirely sure if it does. Hey, SFTN. How you doing today? In theory, the ad button, TMCC. I've got it on my phone. No? Maybe it works, maybe it doesn't. No ads. I'm gonna keep using it on my phone because it's easier than tabbing out. You literally never get ads. Fair enough. By the way, can I ask the people of AdBlock to like whitelist YouTube? Because I know a lot of people use AdBlock. Could you like whitelist YouTube? Could you be super awesome and do that? Because it does help everybody who makes YouTube content, and most of the ads on YouTube are okay. I got one that was in Japanese before the stream. I'm not even sure why Google decided I needed an ad that was entirely in Japanese, but I got one that was entirely in Japanese. It gets built, so... Yes, Justin, that's exactly how CGI works. Is if it's in the CGI trailer, it was 1000% in the game. Which is why in Call of Duty there's such dynamic movement every single time, and why there's bullet drop and realistic physics and you can drive vehicles in Call of Duty. That's not how CGI trailers work at all. We might have some sort of repairing mechanic, yes. But what is this song? I just stopped talking for a second. I just hear the words "rip your face off." You've YouTube Red. Oh, that's awesome. If you're in the UK or like anywhere that has YouTube Premium, as it's now called, that is actually better than watching ads. Believe it or not, it's an ad block that makes things better for me. And for people who are reliant on, like, ad revenue and stuff. Is the music super loud today, by the way? Because it seems super loud. I haven't changed anything since yesterday's stream. It just seems it in my earboxes. Also known as headphones. Come on, get out of the wall. There you go. There you go. You're not stuck in a wall. It's quiet for you. It's really loud in my ears. That's a minor problem. The thing about CGI trailers is sometimes they put in fluff pieces, which are just things that kind of go on in the background that are completely meaningless. So, as with everything in the trailer, don't expect it. You still have a bass boosted version of Country Road stuck in your head. Almost heaven. West. I'm gonna drive both these tractors around the map, by the way, because it's easier than going back to the yard with this one. Because I need to give the pigs and the sheep water still, and it's just easier to... What do you miss, Finland? We finally finished with Silage. And I figured out a way to get the Grey's roller, which doesn't technically work with Courseplay. I figured out a way to get it to work with Courseplay that is completely not intended and possibly not working, actually. So let's just check the soil composition. Oh my god, it's mostly working! Look at that! Look at field 6! That's beautiful! I need to go in and touch it up a bit, but it's mostly working. YouTube TV, you can't afford $40 a month. YouTube TV is dumb. Instead of field moped on line driving. That's exactly what I did, Blash. It's exactly what I did, and it seems to be working vaguely. How are we today? We're doing good. We're doing good. I'm doing good at least. I can't speak for everybody. Fallout 76 did this year. I have no interest in Fallout 76. Like zero interest whatsoever. Yes, Army Assassin. I'm using the new version of better minimap, and they have actually fixed it so that it does work with TARDIS teleport, and you can turn it off if you want, which is why I'm now using it. I'm able to switch it on and off at will. Sacrilege? I don't quite think it's sacrilege to not be interested in a Fallout game that has literally no NPCs. Like, it's been confirmed that Fallout 76, the only non-player characters are robots. Which kind of makes sense, but still... I don't want to play multiplayer for Fallout. I want to play a proper Fallout, which like Fallout 4, which I still haven't finished. Or Fallout New Vegas, which I still haven't finished. Or Fallout 3, which I still haven't finished. That said, I did find out that in Fallout 4 you can actually, if you try and escape the town while in the starting bit, because I do these things, because of course I do. If you try and escape, like, Sanctuary Hills at the very start of the game when the bombs are falling, you die. You can lose the game immediately. There is an ending. I'm gonna call it an ending, where you try and escape Sanctuary and not go to Vault 111, and the bomb goes off anyway, and you die. That's my new favorite ending for Fallout 4. It's just like, you know, the person lost the time, or whatever they're calling Fallout 4 person, I don't know. The protagonist didn't bother going to the vault, therefore nothing happened and they died in a nuclear explosion. What'd you miss? Finton, I already answered that. I did the last of the silage, now we're just sorting out the animals. And if you're wondering why I've got the deer following me around, it's literally because I pointed behind me, because it's behind me in game. I'm so used to like doing that for roleplay purposes. So the deer is following me around, the John Deere is following me around. For one very simple reason, and that is it's easier to just have it follow me around the map than bring it back to the yard and then have to try and run back to the cows. So that's the pigs sorted for water. Pigs have hit 0% cleanliness, the dirty pigs. Watch the rest of the streams you missed. It's just been a struggle bus, Shadowbox. It's just been a massive struggle bus of me saying, no, I can't do this. I can't do that. I can't do this. Do I vape? No, I don't vape. Why would you think I vape? Right, onwards! So one of the rules of this challenge, I'm actually going to activate the forcing this, is that I'm not allowed to tab. I'm not allowed to tab at all for any reason. And if I need to reset something, which I'm going to do everything to avoid, I will be using creator tools to cheat money out of the game. I've done it a few times already. And I will be doing it more as things keep going wrong. But if I need to reset something or teleport something, I will use creator tools just to bop some money away, a couple of hundred at a time. Also, using hired workers as much as I do is probably a bad idea. I should really be trying to do as much of this as possible manually, because it would be a lot cheaper. Oh, what is that? That is actually part of Reshade. Not Simple Reset. No Simple Reset either, because that is hilariously terrible. I hate it. Paolo Fattori, thank you very much for subscribing. Welcome to the RainbowDave Madhouse. Hope you enjoy your stay. Hey, CD. Can I do smoke rings? Nope. I can do refilling the e-cig though, because this needs refilling. I also need to take the safety cap off this thing because I hate the safety cap. The childproof cap is the worst thing in the world for e-cig juices because it is childproof, but it's also Dave-proof at times. I'm stuck in a tree. It can stay there for a second while I do this. Yeah, I didn't cross-try it for once. Right, how bad am I stuck? Oh, not at all. I just presumed I was stuck in a tree because I saw the trailer just launch upwards. Don't vape and drive. There we go. What's my favorite tractor? I'm driving it. I'm driving it right now. Do I have a server? No. I cannot. I just don't like multiplayer, public multiplayer at all. I'm gonna say public multiplayer specifically because there's a couple of servers I know of that I would potentially go on. A server mods list. No. I need to work on that. I'm gonna have like 2 mod lists, one for this challenge, one for Sandy Bay, and they're just gonna have whatever mods are active at the time. Where I can find the links again. Because there's gonna be somewhere I just can't remember where I got them. Or can't find a link because it might have been taken down or something. That happens surprisingly often with the mods I find on the dodgy sites. Why not a John Deere? Because I don't like John Deere. I have what's known as personal preference, and that personal preference is not John Deere. In fact, if anything, my personal preference is more towards Massey Ferguson. Or Case, or JCB. I quite like the Fast Track 150 as well. But I don't generally like John Deere's. Even the Model A, I kind of like, I guess. What about the SG2 Cat? Yes, because I know what that is, Finton. You're talking to somebody who has not grown up on a farm, and the main exposure to agriculture that I have had is farm sim. Do I like Claas? I do actually like Claas. I like their colour schemes and the range and variety of equipment they have. So how are we doing for everything right now? Cows might survive. Sheep should. Pigs need to be cleaned because they're dirty buggers. I think we'll be good for a little while for animals. He says, hopefully. Oh dear. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put these away. Why can't you find the reshape mod anywhere? Because it's not a mod, it's a program in itself. Or it's like a universal thing that just... You don't sub if I don't like John Deere. Bye then! Because I don't particularly care for John Deere. I don't particularly care that they're in Farm Sim, other than it's awesome for console people because they get to use John Deere's. Don't really care one way or another. It's another brand, I'll use them, sure, but I won't be one of these people who will only ever use John Deere, or who, like, one of the things that I realized recently that I'm going to hate about FS 19 is that now John Deere are in the game, it means the John Deere logo is is kind of fair game on maps. Which means there's going to be a litany of maps that have just got every building plastered. From the roof down to the, floor to roof with John Deere posters. Like, every second shop in Farm Sim 19 is going to be a John Deere dealership. And I don't know if I like that idea. Because I like seeing variety. You have to install Reshade, Dan. And there's a way to do it, and I can't remember exactly how to do it, but you have to install Reshade and get it working like that. Question, should I spray right now, or should I wait a bit? Because I can spray if I want to. Let's go over to, I can use field 10, and the path is a bit of a shortcut here. So I could spray these crops right now if I really wanted to. What wattage is mine? Yes! Can I do a big cloud? No. I can, but I don't want to, because it's really, really wasteful. I don't do mine, I don't, like, vape for memes. I vape because I'm quitting smoking and it's... Am I using better minimap? No, the minimap's just multicolored because I made it like that. It's actually going to be really helpful for, I'll just skip through field 7 here. I don't think grass fields, it matters too much if I skip through one of these. So let's stop courseplay, and we're going to do this manually because it's a bit easier. And a lot faster because I'm now just going to full throttle this. I'm going to try and get the bits that courseplay missed, because courseplay was kind of just on a straight line driving course, which doesn't technically work, well, it doesn't work with fieldwork too well. And I want to get as much hay as possible in the summertime. Oh my god, this is just a disaster piece. Dan, I'm not tech support. I'm not going to answer every question about Reshade. Yes, I'm using it, but I'm not going to walk you through setting it up. There's probably a video somewhere on how to set up Reshade for FS17. Not being a politician this evening. I speak politically when I need to, when there's something that I know has caused a lot more controversy than I want to get into, and I don't want to get into that controversy. That's when I speak politically. Reshade and John Deere, they're not controversial at all. My opinions on John Deere have been very open for the last 2 years that I've had the channel, that I don't particularly care for John Deere all that much. And it being in Farm Sim doesn't affect me at all, one way or another. It's just, like I said, just another brand in the game. It's just something... When you mow fertilizers, it fertilizes one stage, yes. When you use this roller, it gives it the remaining 2 stages. Which means that I'm basically kind of half cheating and making life a bit easier for myself by using the roller. This is the Graze roller by Farm. Don't use the Idiot roller that's in game. It breaks things. Mainly the field. But this just gives it full fertilization no matter what stage it's at. I think it also plows and cultivates it magically and reseeds it to exactly where it was before. But this is definitely the roller that you should be using on this challenge if you're on PC, because it makes life so much easier. You can use weeders, and I know I said that in the rules. This is not from Lone Wolf. Adam, Lone Wolf and Farm are one and the same. Farm changed his name to Lone Wolf. I will alternate between calling him Farm and Lone Wolf forever. It's like some people still call Nissans Datsuns, because that's what Nissan used to be called. So the really famous 240SX Nissan was a Datsun. The Nissan Silvia was a Datsun. Is mowing still fertilizing? If you got one stage fertilizing on, it just immediately fertilizes it perfectly. Yes. But for this challenge, 3-stage fertilization I think is in the rules as being required. If it isn't, it should be. But yeah, if you have 1 stage fertilizing on it, you just never have to touch your fields other than mowing them. Fleming out since Star 17 does the same thing. There was something... I think the Fleming that was out forever actually works just as a weeder. And is just kind of a glorified weeder. Because this has a custom script that changes it from just like being an idiot roller or just being a weeder to magically fertilizing fully. Rory Collins, thank you very much for subscribing. Welcome to the RainbowDave Madhouse. Hope you enjoy your stay. This also works backwards, as it turns out. So we got field 6, field 81, and field 30 that we need to roll at the moment. Adam, you're fascinated with that one-shot description. You've been talking about that non-stop for the last 3 days. I like working with grass. I really do. It's some of the most enjoyable and relaxing work that there is to do in Farm Sim. But the reason I've been on grasswork so much on this map in particular is because the rules say I have to. And the size of equipment I have makes it so that it takes an age. It's just kind of coincidence that every other map I'm on grasswork as well. See you, SFDN. Enjoy your recording, or endure it, depending on how badly it goes. My right eye is really sore today, and I don't know why. It's just like, ow. I'm gonna just stop for a second, put on my glasses, because I think that might be the issue. Too much sleep. Not enough, more like. Why did I do 2 insanities in a row? Because I wanted to. do I need to like give reasons for why I decide to do things on my YouTube channel now? Most of the stuff I do is because I wanted to, or because I can. It's like asking Bill, why did you make an American map? Well, because he can. Or complaining that BulletBill made an American map and that he should have kept making British maps. Despite the fact that, you know, making the same map effectively over and over and over and over and over again is a really dumb idea and just makes things boring. What does rolling field do? With this roller, it fertilizes the grass. But in real life, it, correct me if I'm wrong guys, it makes the grass lie better, so that it mows better. Hey Daniel. Why are my eyes sore today? Particularly my right eye, it's like gone really sore. I might have to go AFK later on and just not be on my PC for a little bit. What does the rolling do to these fields? Gives it full fertilization. You can see it down here, where I've got the fertilization overlay on the better mini-map. Takes cattle marks. Oh, it flattens the ground too. Yeah, that's another thing. Is it just like if you've left some divots in the ground from being an idiot and mowing or something when you were doing mowing in the rain or doing something in the rain, and there's some divots left by a quad bike or tractor or I don't know, a forage harvester, because you decided that shortly after the field was flooded that it was a good idea to do silage, and half the field got ripped up, then you'd come in with a roller. Nightbot is not working. Oh, why is Nightbot not working? I'm gonna have to tab out now and get Nightbot working. Nightbot, what are you doing? Nightbot, what is going on? Might be because I deleted my cookies. Nightbot is there! You lied to me! Hey, blonde lizard! What does it do in real life? Pretty sure that was just in chat that it kind of flattens the ground, makes the grass lie better, and just makes it a bit easier to work. You need to type correctly. Yanis! Yanis spitting fire. What's my emoji limit? There is none, but don't abuse it. Because the mods will have emoji limits too, and I don't know what they are. Abuse ends badly. Yeah. Congrats on getting... actually, do you know what? I'll congratulate you in the only way I know how. Because you're, like, always here. Enjoy the blue name. Farming boy, I'm pretty sure that was a joke. just... We make fun of people here, don't worry. We're not bullying, we're not abusing, we're just having a bit of fun. If you're insulted, I apologize on behalf of the moderators and everybody, but very little's meant to be insulting. Yeah, somebody just got bluified and haven't spoken since. I don't think they've realized yet. There we go! Just because, like, you're always here and always trying to help the mods. Trying to make things just that bit easier for everybody. Their sense of humor. Lianis has no excuse. He's from, like, Russia or something. Because I keep forgetting. Is it Latvia? You're from Lannis? Yanis, I keep forgetting. The people who actually think that I've got a good memory. No! No, I don't. Laffy, hey, I remembered right through sheer guesswork. Because there are people out there that think that, you know, because I'm in YouTube, I've got this amazing memory for things. No, if I need to remember something, I'll usually write it down or like tell somebody, hey, could you remind me about this thing that's actually quite important? Laughing for Sam. One thing that always entertains me about Ireland, and I guess America by extension, is that in American, like, baseball, in particular, it's called the World Series. You know, the baseball in America, they win the World Series. Okay, who's eligible to enter the World Series? Oh, only American teams. Well, it's not the World Series then, is it? It's the American Series. But you're trying to aggrandize it by, you know, making it the world thing and making the winners the world champions. But it's only open to American teams. And then in Ireland you got the All-Ireland. But who's that open to? Oh, everybody in Ireland. Also, there's teams from New York and London. That's more of a World Series than the World Series. Like, it's just Ireland is just so ridiculous with some of the names. I live in Dublin, Texas. Or is it Dublin, Oregon? I know there's a Dublin somewhere in the US. Because nowhere in the US actually has its own name. All Ireland, also London and New York, but they rarely win. Blue Jays are in Canada. Okay, then it's the North American Series River. Where's the Asian team? Where's the European team? Where's the African team? Where's the South American team? It's just North America. And the Super Bowl, which is played for not a bowl, but a weird looking football thing. So that's not a bowl, and it doesn't look very super. I don't know why this is called the Super Bowl. If anything, this is a very average stick that you're playing for. Where's the bowl? Have New York and London ever won? Yes! London has won some All-Irelands at them. It used to be in the early days of the championship. Definitely in, I think it was football. By the way, football All-Irelands, Tip at one point had the most football All-Irelands championships. Tip had won more football championships than anybody else in Ireland or the world. Mainly because they won the first All-Ireland. But for a period in the 1800s and early 1900s, they used to do like home and away finals where like London and New York would, I guess, play off. Or like it was just against London or something, and the winner of the All-Ireland would go to the away final and play a second All-Ireland final against like London. And London won some of those games. So London does have some All-Irelands to its name. Tip is the most hurting. No, that's Kilkenny, bucko. It was Tip until Kilkenny started winning like 73 in a row. Who do you think will win the All-Ireland hurling? I'm guessing you mean hurling because I don't particularly care for football. I'm gonna guess Cork. I'm gonna hope Cork. Because that's kind of my second county. Seeing it's only like 15 miles down the road, in that direction, from where I'm sat right now. Cork is like 15 miles that way. Galway are the new Kilkenny. Galway are the new Galway. If you're enjoying the stream, guys, hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. As I unlock my phone, because I need to use my phone. Landy, you are a genius, and I love you. You live in Cork. I live in Tippin. But not too far from Cork, and actually slightly less far from Limerick, because before I get into County Cork, or using the old road, I had to pass through Limerick. Hello, Agriman. You know, compete in rallies. I couldn't do that. You know if you need a high-end PC for Farm Sim? Look at the recommended specs and like try and price out a PC with those. Am I gonna get the new bus simulator? Probably not. Mainly for financial reasons. I'd love to, but there's a lot of stuff coming out later this year that I want to get, including FS19. On the off chance that I'm not made a media partner. Well, I say the off chance. On a very good chance I'm not made a media partner, and I've got to buy it myself. I want to save up money to have that kind of set aside, and I want to have money, try to have money set aside for Forza Horizon, which looks amazing, and I want to try and have money set aside as well. This is not going to happen, but I want to try and set money aside for Just Cause 4, because I love Just Cause, because I love explosions. Go fast on the tractor. This is as fast as it's going to go right now. This is full throttle. Cork or Clay? I'm hoping Cork. Am I buying Forza? I hope to. The problem is that financials get in the way and I have to care about my bank account. Luckily this past month on YouTube has actually been quite good to me, so I can say with 100% certainty I will be getting at least FS19. And I can afford to keep going on iRacing for a bit longer as well. Am I like missing huge swathes of the field here? So what we're doing, if you just joined, is we are rolling our grass field. I just got a message on Discord complaining about something. You're welcome to the person who messaged me on Discord. iRacing prices are absolutely... It is way overpriced. But I enjoy it, so I'm gonna keep doing it. If you want to play Forza, I'd say Horizons is the better of the two, because it's like intentionally just mental. Forza Motorsport is mental, but it's supposed to be serious, and it just irritates me coming from like a vaguely serious sim racing background and seeing the Forza physics is just like, well, that makes no sense to me whatsoever. Why is this four-wheel drive car able to do donuts in like a zero turning circle? You try that in a real four-wheel drive car, you will end up just slamming into a wall somewhere because the wheels will grip. Because it's four-wheel drive. Hello, Itchy. How much is iRacing? $12 a month. And you get like, is it 6 or 7 or 8 free cars? I don't know how many free cars and tracks you get now, because they keep adding new stuff to the free list. Including now a sea license car, which is nice. Although the Radical is insane to drive. And you gotta pay like $12 per car and $15 per track to add in extra cars and tracks. I think it ends up being something like $1,500 if you want everything in the game at once. I enjoy, by the way, that you can barely tell I'm actually wearing my glasses. I'm just looking at the OBS right now. I can't tell that I'm wearing my glasses by looking at the OBS screen. Does Steam let you do a refund if you don't like the game? If you want a refund within 2 hours, like you've got 2 hours of effectively free play per game on Steam. And if within those 2 hours you decide that's not the game you wanted, or you just spend basically 2 hours, as Steam sees it, not like you buy a game at 8 PM and you can't refund after 10. No, you get 2 weeks of this. But if your Steam hour counter hits 2 hours or 120 minutes, you're no longer allowed to refund. But within those 2 hours, you can basically refund for any reason. Am I wearing glasses? Yes. What day do I live stream? Yes. All of them. There are some days where I'll kind of say in advance that I'm not going to be streaming. Like the weekend of Le Mans every year I take off because I want to watch the 24 hours. So that Saturday and Sunday there's no content. Other than maybe like archives or videos I pre-recorded or something like that. Christmas Day, no. Just no. Christmas time I kind of take a bit of time off as well. See ya, Blonde Lizard. You're not Irish if you use the front door to enter the house. I'm not Irish then. Is Andy streaming today? I believe so, yes. Hey, hard worker. Managed to get through all 24 hours. I like snoozed through the morning because it was dull as dishwater. It was one of the worst endurance races I've ever seen. How many of my 300 Steam games do I play? Most of them. I've got like 80 or so installed at the moment. There's some that I've never played because they were just part of Humble Bundles. There's some that are duplicates of other games that I have. Like I've got I think 4 different versions of Arma 2 for some reason. There's some that I played once or twice because I got keys to them and I just didn't enjoy the game, but they're still on my Steam list. Another 24 hour. There is the 24 hours of lemons, yes, that is the thing. Where there's like a price limit per car and you have to like make a car within that price limit and then drive it for 24 hours. But it's not straight 24 hours, it's I think 2 12-hour sessions or 3 8-hour sessions or something. Due to noise restrictions around the track. There's also, like, I think there used to be the Silverstone 24 hours, which I think is the one Top Gear entered. There's the 24 hours of Spa, which I'm looking forward to this year because I love GT3 endurance racing. 24 hours out of the Nürburgring, which again is a GT3 well, it's a multi-class endurance race. The top class is GT3, and there's some crazy cars entered into that every year. What else is that I enjoy watching? 24 hours of Daytona, 12 hours of Sebring, Petit Le Mans, which is 10 hours of Road Atlanta. There's some really famous ones. I think the 6 hours of Watkins Glen is on this weekend, actually, so I might give that a watch if I'm able to. Beg of me, bring back racing games. Please. No, because nobody watches them. Also, I get really annoyed with the racing games and swear a lot, so no, that's not happening. Also, the only racing game I play at the moment is iRacing, which has my real name, and I'm not going to put that on the channel too much. Hello, Neil. Welcome back. If you didn't know already, by the way, I am a massive motor racing fan. And I will, like, watch every race that I can. Do I live on a farm? No. Hello, Ryan. I live... Who's the best racing game YouTuber, in my opinion? Jimmy Broadbent. By far. He's not PG by any means, but he's my favorite. I think he's doing the 6 hours of... What is the track this week? What's Road Atlanta? This weekend in the ILMS Endurance Series. French Grand Prix on this weekend. Yes, at a test track, because Formula 1's gone super cheap. I have no interest in that race. So we can get the rolling done today, which it's looking like we will be able to, which is great. I'll start moving time forward again to hopefully late summer, where we're actually going to have to do more grass work. So if you're not a fan of grass work, I'm sorry, just deal with it. What liquid do I have for the vape? The vape liquid. But also in late summer, I'll actually skip to midsummer. Because I just realized I need to spray the crops. I might do it immediately after. Okay, here's a question for you guys. When should I spray the crops? Late spring, like right now, like right after I'm finished the rolling, because I've got time to burn in this day. Early summer, which should just be basically the next in-game day. Midsummer, which would kind of be the latest I could do it, because sometimes the crops are harvestable in late summer. Would I like to live on a farm now? I don't know. I don't think I would. You think I should get Grassman DVD? I think I should claw my eyes out with a rusty spork before I do that. Neil, I can't stand Grassman. To be honest, depending on Daggerwin. I don't enjoy his videos. I think his streams are really good. I enjoy how chill they are. And from what I've heard from Landy and VF, he's a genuinely nice guy away from YouTube and off camera. I'm sorry, were you asking that to get some sort of controversial answer? Because that's me being honest. It's like, I think he's a nice guy. I'd love to sit down and have a chat with him sometime. Actually, he's got an open invite to the TeamSpeak I hang out on at night. And I really, really wish he would come on. Because I'd love to chat with him. Love to just sit down and shoot the breeze. I love when people ask that question expecting me to give like an answer like, oh, I hate Daggerwin, I can't stand him, he's a... And then I just go, no, I think he's a really nice guy from what I've been hearing. Hey, Landy! You find his videos really boring? I find all farms and videos really boring, so I mean... That's kind of... other than Eustace Farmers, which I still need to watch his mini-series introducing Lone Oak. By and large, I find farm sim videos excruciatingly boring. You had a productive day. I'm streaming. I forgot to upload the video that was supposed to go up today, Landy. I did a really smart thing, and I just completely forgot to upload last night. So I'm gonna have to get that going after the stream, which I guess means I don't need to record, so I can kind of faff about for a bit longer than I'd anticipated, and continue learning most sport on iRacing, because I'm terrible at that. You think he deserves the same? I don't think anybody ever deserves fame. Like, I know that I'm doing YouTube and I'm allegedly noteworthy, I guess. For some people, but it's just like I don't care for fame and noteworthiness. I just want people to enjoy themselves. I don't care for the... I don't care about the bonuses and all that. The money isn't worth talking about that I make on here. Who's my favorite YouTuber? It depends on what kind of mood I'm in, honestly. I guess it's Manny a True Nerd, because I tend to watch his videos like more regularly than most other people on YouTube. But I don't particularly have a favorite. Yeah, Daggerwin was just a magic channel that was doing something different that he didn't even realize he was doing something different, and it just worked for him. Mood I'm in now. I don't know. I don't know what I want to watch on YouTube at the moment. This is my problem at night, is like I've got so many subscriptions. I keep finding so many cool channels that I'm just like, well, why should I watch this one? This is better. Like, I never have anything that I want to watch. I'll just throw something on the background. But right now I've been kind of binging on strategy games on YouTube. Has been my thing. And I watch obviously a lot of sim racing content. I'll watch a lot of Twitch streams of iRacing and stuff like that. It's probably a kid-friendly thing. Do you know what I think was like a part of it for him? And this is gonna sound negative, but for him it was a positive at the time, and he's kind of seeing the bad side of it now. Was that he was just a yes man and did what everybody wanted him to do. Like if somebody requested he did something, he did it. If there was enough people asking. And that probably helped him get where he is today, but now that he's kind of taking control of his channel again, people are suddenly saying, I can't stand Daggerwin, this and that and the other. And it's just like, well, he's at least doing what he wants now. Yeah, everybody in our group has had a family-friendly channel forever. It's not the kid-friendliness that does it for Daggerwin. And it's just a good idea if you're making gaming content to be family-friendly, especially for, like, a Peggy 3 game, because you can get a much bigger audience that way. Even if, outside of YouTube, you swear like a sailor, like I do. I guess spoiler alert for anybody who didn't know that. I am really bad for swearing outside of YouTube. And Landy can verify this. But on YouTube, kid friendly, always. Avoid swearing at all costs. Even if I occasionally screw with Landy's list so much that he has to decide he needs to swear on stream. Because I've gone full troll mode on him in the middle of a stream. None of us swear ever. No, never. The TeamSpeak room names are all perfectly PG in every way, shape, or form. While watching the World Cup, I cannot stand football. Go away with that. Fahy's been sending me World Cup scorelines, and every time he does, I send him an Elmo gif. Like Elmo from Sesame Street. I send him a gif of Elmo. What tractor am I driving now? This is the IHC 844 I'm currently driving. I enjoyed when Matt actually just came into the TeamSpeak, and he just kind of looked up and down the room names and said, what on earth have I got myself into? He realised that our channels were just a front for all of us being complete and utter lunatics. New mods on console today, awesome for console players. Although, this is gonna sound mean, I don't know how much longer there's gonna be new mods for console in FS17, because at some point some things gotta give with Giants testing. Do you ever look back? Yes, every time I see that damn Barbie girl video or somebody brings it up. I need to make a proper channel trailer at some point that's not me singing Barbie girl. Which, if you're not subscribed, and you go to my channel page, you will see me just singing Barbie Girl as the channel trailer, and I think they autoplay, which makes it even worse. But other than that, like, no, other than how I looked in the past, because I've had so many different looks. I'm kind of cringing right now because my beard is way too long. You should make a channel trailer. Yeah, I should make one myself and spend like 5 hours in farm sim doing it, but I can't be bothered spending like 5 hours in farm sim. How's my day going? It's going good. Having a bit of fun. Just enjoying the stream. By the way, if you're enjoying the stream, which is apparently what you're currently watching, please feel free to hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and hit the notification bell, and follow me on Facebook, and follow me on Twitter, and like, send me your family savings and your life savings on Patreon. And don't actually do that last one. I need to fill my water cup. Water cup, be filled. Be filled with the goodness of water. Because I am thirsty and my throat is dry and actually quite painful. What am I doing? I was faffing about trying to fill my glass with water and failing miserably. Oh yeah, I've got an Instagram too, apparently. Just set the FS19 gameplay trailer as my channel trailer. I'm not going to be that lazy. I'm going to actually make like some cinematics thing at some point where I show off various maps and have like a tractor upside down and on fire or something. I don't know. But the channel trailer, if and when I do make one, will be very me. It will just be this ridiculously long, drawn-out joke. Because everything, my entire life is a joke. So we got one more field that we need rolled. And then we can... I guess we can then, like, start spraying. Because I'm just thinking about it, now's a good time to go spraying. Going to a match. See ya! Enjoy the match. Break a leg. Or preferably not your own. Don't actually break a leg, by the way. Because I know a few people who, if I said break a leg to them when they're going to play a match, they would go out and try and break somebody's leg. Chat has died. Please talk to me. I am lonely. Wakey, wakey. I love it when chat just decides to go completely silent. Money's looking a bit tight. It is very tight, Fizz Rebellion, and I'm very worried for when I get round to doing the things. Doing like 4 other things at once. I do that myself. I'm very concerned for when it comes to harvest time, because I don't know if I'm going to have enough crops to actually pay back the money, which means that I'll need to sell some silage or something. Else that's game over. There is a fail condition in this challenge. I can get a game over and lose. This isn't something like, oh well, I'm at minus 50,000, but we can keep going. No, if I am negative, basically after selling my crops, and there's nothing else I can do within the rules, I lose. Game over. Although I guess I could technically sell off a tractor. That is definitely a thing I could do. Paid off annual loan yet? No, I have not. However, I am 3 bales away from being able to sell silage, which is really good. But I will have to sell at a bale sell point, not the BGA, because I do have BGA extension enabled. You're asleep. Everybody's leaving all of a sudden. What the hell? The stream has just died entirely. We'll stream Lone Oak when it comes out. Absolutely. I'd actually love to stream Lone Oak right now, but I have been told that I can't. And BulletBill gets to dictate what people do with his maps. Pre-release. It's all 100% up to him, his map, his choices, and I'm not gonna try and undermine or overrule him. Still 26? Wow, I'm seeing 33. That's really just dropped off the face of the earth. Did I say something that's insulted like everybody? What the hell? Like I mentioned in the trailer, I did see that. I actually had a bit of a laugh. I think I was mentioned for testing, and literally the sum total of the testing I did was checking to see if I could fit the big boat on top of the shop. Like, I'm gonna be honest. The trailer for Lone Oak, the BulletBill put up yesterday. Do I know anything of Black Sheep's new map release? No, I'm not too interested in that map, I'll be honest. Just... it seems a bit cartoony. It's the grasswork. Farming Man has answered all of the questions every YouTuber has of why videos suddenly just drop off the face of the earth. It's grasswork. So tell me then, farming boy, why does everybody love grassmen if they hate grasswork? Thinking emoji. Well, last time I checked, this game is called Farming Simulator, and I am doing farming in the simulator. I don't get why people complain about me doing farming in Farm Sim. There's some jobs that I don't find fun, I'll be honest. But I love doing grasswork, and this is just... you know, this is a lot faster and easier than going over the field twice with like a weeder and then a sprayer or a fertilizer pellet spreader. You know, this is the fastest way I can do all 3 fields. Which is actually why I put the roller rule into the challenge, was so that I could do it quickly. This is a set amount of jobs, seasons limits that. The challenge limits it even more. There's nothing I can do to change what I can and can't do right now. Because I'm like, the entire intention of this challenge is to make Farm Sim as difficult as possible. That was the entire intention. That's why it's called Insanity. The rules are stupid. They're not fair. They're biased against me and anybody else doing this challenge. I'm not supposed to do well on this. I'm not supposed to be able to do things quickly. Not for a long, long time, at least. And, hell, even, like, it's gonna be more than a year in game before I can get the pigs up to 100% productivity, because I forgot to plant canola. And I'm going to have to do that next time seasons rolls around to spring, is I'm going to have to plant some canola. What I can do that'll make life a bit easier is I can plant some winter wheat and winter barley. Or, well, one of the two, because one of the fields will have to be canola again. Or will have to be wheat or barley. Preferably barley for the pigs, because I'm only going to feed them barley. Lone Oak will kill off Sandy Bay. Sandy Bay is going to go away when Lone Oak comes out. I'm going to have a new challenge for Lone Oak. That is going to have very few rules. It's going to be kind of a challenge where I'm just trying to do one thing. Hello, Woodshed 100. You plant canola in autumn. Planting season for canola. Oh, you can! So the only things I can't plant in autumn are sunflowers, soybeans, corn, potatoes, and sugar beet. So I can plant all my crops in the autumn then. That wouldn't be a bad idea. Adam, you may have hit onto a winner there. If I can get the harvesting done fairly quickly, I can plant in autumn and get the crops ready to go, and then just not have to worry, and only have to worry about like remnants of like corn and potatoes in the springtime. That'd be really helpful, actually. Incredibly helpful. Hey, drum lover. So we got maybe half this field left to do, and then I have made the decision, because nobody bothered talking about it in chat, that I'm going to sort out the spraying immediately after doing the rolling. Am I streaming on Twitch as well? No. Is cattle and crops worth £21? Right now, Adam? No. As things stand, it is not worth what they're asking for. There's very, very little to the game. You can plant crops, you can fertilize crops, you can spread slurry and I think manure. You can raise, I think, cows and do a few crops, but not other than that. There's not a lot there. It's still a long way from being done, and there's a part of me wondering if cattle and crops will ever be finished. Because it's taken them the better part of 2 years to get to version 0.2. and patches are few and far between. There's a lot of stuff they're still working on that is like, I don't know if it's ever going to be done. It might be another Flight Sim world. Which, if I could, I would go back in time and punch myself in the face for buying that game, because it was just a complete waste of money. It was unfinished when it launched, and it wasn't much more finished when it got killed. Cattle and Crops has potential. I'm not going to say like Cattle and Crops is the worst game ever. It has potential, but I don't know if the devs will be able to meet that potential. I know I've been talking it up all the time so far, but honest truth is I don't know if it's ever going to get anywhere. Because there's so much that needs to be done to that game quickly, and so far all the devs have proven is they have no idea how much effort and time goes into making a game. So I question whether it'll ever be done. See you, farming boy. I will say, and I don't think I've said this on stream too much. You guys know, those of you that have been around the channel for a while, I'm super cynical when it comes to Irish maps. Like, I hate every single one of them, for one reason or another. And they're usually dumb reasons, and just down to personal preference. But there's one map that has just completely caught me, and I kind of knew it would. That is Shamrock Valley. That is the first Irish map I think I've ever been actually hyped for and actually looked forward to. To the point where, like, I don't know if it's going to meet my own expectations. I'm kind of concerned that I might not like it because I expected too much of it. That said, it's by Oxen David, so I have high hopes that it will actually be as good as I hope. If not even better. Like, if it's better than I hope, then oh my god. So for those of you that want to complain about the grass work, we're very nearly done. We just have this small patch left to do. And then we'll go and spray the fields, because it's the only job really open to us at the moment. I know we could get the load all out, but people complain about me driving that thing around as well. You guys are never happy. We'll do some spraying in... the deer has a cab, that'll do. I don't know if it'll pull the sprayer, actually. It should do. In theory. And then we will... I guess finish the stream, because we only got about 20 minutes left. We'll get maybe a field and a bit sprayed, and that'll be it. Oxy never lets us down. That's kind of it, yeah. The only map that I ever felt was a bit of a letdown was Chellington. Because I'd heard so many good things about it, and then it was just kind of like a wet fart in a way. But that was his first map, and first maps are rarely very good. So we gotta get this back to the yard. And then we're good to... we're good to go with spraying and a different job that doesn't involve grass, for once. So fear not, there is new jobs on the horizon. And then we'll have to go back to grass work for the hay. Because that needs to be done as well, like I need to get hay bales in. First attempts are usually bad. The only first map from somebody that I've ever seen that was... I've seen a few actually that have been just really stunning. One was Coldborough, and the second was Dale's Farmers map in Modmania. Which, if I wasn't told before I looked at it that that was somebody's first map, I would have thought this is somebody who knows exactly what they're going for and kind of got rushed towards the end. Like, that really shocked me with how good it was for a first attempt. Hey, Jack! Are Black Sheep still working on the Massey skits here? I have no idea what Black Sheep are actually doing at this point. Like, I've been talking to Landy about advertising mods of late because of Lone Oak and giving my opinions on it, and like what ways you could use to get people kind of remembering mods are on the way but not oversaturating it. What Black Sheep are doing is terrible because they're advertising a mod like 6 months out from it being done. When it's clearly like feature complete and it's just good, like probably just going into testing, and it's like, that's not when to advertise your mod. You advertise it when it's like at the point of testing, when you're just getting rid of the niggly little last bits for the last couple of weeks, or you're just about to send it off to Giants, and then you do like occasional, while it's in testing, occasional little videos of, hey, remember this? This is coming soon. What Black Sheep are doing is just kind of dumb to me. Borchi Gamer, Borchi Gamer, thank you very much for subscribing. Welcome to the RainbowDave Madhouse. Hope you enjoy your stay. They should tease, yeah, exactly, Yanis. Like, if they want to tease that far out, fine, but do like a video a week saying, remember these? They're coming. Instead of, what they're doing is stupid because, like, they run the very real risk of people forgetting about the mod entirely. And then it comes out and people are like, oh yeah, that was a thing 6 months ago, wasn't it? One more sub. Pain, are you looking at the same number as me? Because I'm seeing 8146, which is 4. Unless it's like 3 people unsubbed. Which isn't... It wouldn't surprise me. But if you are enjoying the stream, do hit the like button, don't forget to subscribe, and all of that YouTube nonsense that everybody says. Generic YouTube crap. I say it because I feel I have to, not because I want to. Like, even at the end of videos, it's like, I feel I have to say this because it's part of my outro now. In my eyes, it's just like, comment, subscribe. It's just generic YouTuber crap that everybody says, but nobody... I don't think many people actually care. Because I know for me it annoys people. It like annoys me to hear it in videos. So if it annoys me, it'll annoy you guys, and I just say it out of habit. You might notice, by the way, that I intentionally don't say it in the Cobra series. And I have these ridiculously weird outros in Cobra, because that's kind of part of the characterization I'm going for there. But I can't stand the like, comment, subscribe crap that everybody kind of feels they have to say. Because otherwise people do forget. $50 likes? Awesome. Somehow. I'm just kind of looking at the animals and seeing the cows on red because they're low in power food. And I can't do anything about it. Literally, I just can't do anything about the power food issue with the cows until I get hay. How much, out of curiosity actually, how much slurry do I have? See Shadowbox, safe landings, don't break a leg. What, 6 and a bit thousand, 6,500 liters? Of slurry roughly. Which I think will fill the tanker once. I think that'll fill my slurry tanker just the once, so we're not going to be able to spread slurry for a while. Right, now we get to actually do a different job that doesn't involve grass. We get to do some actual field work. And that field work is going to involve that tiny little sprayer right there. The mini sprayer, as I'm going to dub it. Because what we need to do is we need to fertilize the fields. Now, that looks so right on the back of the deer, it's kind of silly. Hey, Glengar. How you doing today? It's funny how I can reverse the wheel, but as soon as I try and mouse and keyboard, it just ends up as a disaster piece. There we go. Hello, Daddy VW. John Deere. John Deere. So this sprayer is, because I can't remember what exactly it is, I'm going to bring it up in the shop here. It is the, that's not it. There it is, the OP2000. I have no idea how to pronounce that. Requires 30 horsepower, good. 2,000 litre capacity and 17 metre spread. You had an argument with an ATM. Trust Glengar to get into arguments with inanimate objects. Okay, crop destruction is active, as you can see. So I have to be really careful with how I do this. That's the Oipsel Mash. OP2000. Thank you, Yanis. That is an amazing brand name. Oipsel Mash. Oipsel Mashed Potatoes. This is why I've got crop destruction on it, so that I can get some vague semblance of tram lines. As Daniel asks me, why do I have crop destruction on? I hate crop destruction, I really do. It swallowed your car. Oh, that sucks. That's never happened to me yet. Realism, it doesn't matter for realism, it makes it more difficult. It's difficulty I care about right now, and crop destruction, because it kills your crops, is in. As much as I dislike it. Because it means I gotta be super careful when spraying and stuff when I've got crops in the field, because they will get destroyed. As you're seeing from me destroying half of the corn in this field. So in a series, a challenge where my entire aim is to have as many crops as possible, I am intentionally destroying crops. Because it makes things more difficult. Realism is difficult. Yes, but I'm doing unrealistic things that are more difficult than real life. Like storing all of the silage bales indoors. That's unrealistic. You don't do that in real life. But because it makes things more difficult for this series, I'm doing it. Also, I really shouldn't have hit the pole as I was passing it, because it just caused more crop to be destroyed. Careful, there we go. Hey, Brett Dangerous Gamer, how you doing? There we go. Also realize these aren't straight lines by any stretch of the imagination, but they'll have to do. Because I need these fields as fully fertilized as they can be, and this is stage 3 fertilization going down right now. So less things for me to worry about on that front. And luckily the liquid fertilizer just goes forever. I'm doing good. Hello, White Church as well. I really need to fix the engine sounds on this deer because they're way too loud. What are the white plastic lines? I think they're for... Are they for potatoes so they can, like, keep the heat in and germinate better? I believe that's what they're for. Quite the mod dump. Yeah, one mod earned my immediate disapproval for reasons I will keep secret, and then Gar can probably figure out which one it is when he looks through the list. No Maplewood, OGF, or Welker. And it looks like OGF failed. It looks like Maplewood failed, and Welker's been in testing now for like 3 days solid. I'll be honest, Maplewood, from what I understand, was put up for the first time, so I'm not too surprised that failed. OGF, I don't know how many times that's been through testing, but if that was the first time, again, not surprised that it's failed. Landy's live. What I'm going to do is I'm going to finish this field, regardless of how long it takes. If you guys want to head over to Landy, that's fine by me. We are overlapping a bit. He's not going to be actually live until 7 o'clock, so I do have 5 minutes that I can play with at the end of the stream here. But I do want to get this field fully done today. Just because I don't want to start like in a couple of days' time, because I will do Sandy Bay tomorrow. I don't want to start on Saturday, I think it'll be, halfway through a job. Like halfway through a field. I don't want to just start and say, hey, look, we're spraying. It covers maize. Ah, I thought it was for potatoes. I know that it's for, like, holding in heat. Like, that much I knew, for sure. I just didn't know for 100% sure what crop it was for. No, that's intentional on his part, actually. It's, so that he can get his people in and I can send people over, and it's basically his way of letting me know that I should be finishing up. Like, I actively encourage him to do it, which is why I actively encourage people to let me know when Landy's live. It is basically how I know that, you know, my time is up. I need to start shutting stuff down and getting ready to just chill and relax and do whatever I need to do for the night. So, oh my god, I'm destroying so much crop that I don't need to destroy. By the way, once I get like a 6-meter seeder, I will be turning off crop destruction. It's basically just on while I am using 3-meter seeders so that I get some vague semblance of tram lines. There we go, there's literally some tram lines in the field. Let's open the world a bit. That field is a mess. Wonderful. See, it might not look so bad if I scoot back a bit. See, it looks fine from a distance, apart from that bit. And that bit. But that is all I have time for today, I'm afraid. I'll be back tomorrow with some Sandy Bay challenge. And I don't quite know what I'm going to do on there, but we'll do something on there. I'm going to try and not do grass work, seeing as people are getting annoyed that I'm doing grass work. I don't know why, but I'll leave you by saying I've been RainbowDave. You've been watching Farming Simulator 17's Insanity Challenge. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Until next time, stay safe and bye.